Hello guys, it's Sneaky Turtle with another Kerbal Space Program video. In this video, I'm going to be showing an easy tutorial of how to make a propeller aircraft with absolutely no KAL controllers. So we're going to be starting out in the spaceplane hangar. We're going to be using a heavy rotor. You can use a standard rotor if you want to. I just prefer the look of the heavy rotor with a Mark 1 cockpit. And then I believe these are the B or A type propellers. Make sure they're flat like they are on the video, so they're completely horizontal and they're not vertical. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to toggle them to deploy and set the deploy limiter to 70. And every time I've done this, this works. As long as the propeller blades are horizontal and you set it to 70 for the deploy limit and you make sure that it's extended, deploy extended, then it will work. And then you're going to want to go to main throttle and then click on the propeller and hook it up to torque limit so that you can actually control the throttle. And then you're going to go to power, get a battery, and stick some reaction wheels on it, because it's going to need some reaction wheels to counteract the spinning force of the propeller blade. So I'm going to put a fuel tank on the back, which you don't actually need a fuel tank, but it's just kind of like a filler piece. So make sure you drain the fuel out of the fuel tanks. I did that later on, but I didn't do it right away. So then I'm adding the giant delta wings, not the big delta wings, just the normal delta wings, 2 winglets on the front, and then I added a delta deluxe wing onto the back for a tail fin. And like I said, every time I've done this, it works. I see a lot of people making tutorials, and I have nothing against them. I just think it's too hard to understand, where they're using KAL controllers to set the deploy limits. Every time I've tried and done that, I haven't gotten right, and it's probably because I'm doing something horribly wrong. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I just went with this method, and it seems to work every time. It's far easier than using KAL controllers. So. And this is just a simple aircraft. Once you know how to do this, you can make helicopters. I mean, I've made a Boeing Osprey 22. I've made a World War I biplane with propellers, so it's really cool. And you can see that it's kind of flipping over as I turn on the throttle. I'm able to counteract that with the reaction wheels, though, thankfully. So it gets up to speed pretty quickly. It has a pretty high torque. There's a lot of weight on this craft because of how much fuel is in it, so I ended up draining it afterwards. And if you ever have a craft that you don't feel like is going fast enough, just add more propellers. That will always make it go faster. So if you have 4 propellers and it doesn't look like it's going fast enough, then make it so there's 6 or 8 propellers, and that always seems to work. So now I'm back in the VAB draining the fuel. And I also put 2 landing gear in the front and angled them outwards, and that helps stability when you're on the runway, because it does try to rotate over. So that configuration of landing gear helps a lot. And then as you can see, it just kind of pulls up nice. You can see that it's kind of tilting over, so I have to correct that. But I can retract the landing gear and fly it around just as if it was a normal jet plane. But what's really nice about it is like instant torque instead of like a jet that will spool up. It just has instant power. And I am using the electric engine, so you're not going to hear anything because it's just the electric one. There is a turbo shaft one, but I just didn't want to deal with that. The electric one was just better. So I'm coming in for a little flyby over the I don't know what that building's called. Research and Development something, maybe? Astronaut Complex? I don't remember. But yeah, so if anyone has any trouble with getting a plane like this to work, you can put it down in the comments below. I'd be glad to try to help you if you have a problem getting a propeller plane to work. I just think that trying to use KAL controllers is it's not necessary, and it's really annoying to try to get the hang of to use KAL controllers, so this seemed to work a lot better. So I thought that I don't know why people even make them with KAL controllers, but you must be able to get more power out of KAL controllers or something. But I just don't quite understand how they work, and this is way more simple. Every time I've done it, it works. Obviously, if you're using a helicopter, the configuration has to be different. So if you want me to make a video about how to make helicopters without KAL controllers, let me know down in the comments below, and I can easily do that. So I'm coming in for a landing now. Fortunately, I was going a little bit too fast, so it kind of slammed down on the ground, and the propellers kind of blew up and destroyed themselves. And as it braked, it was braking too hard, so it started to pitch forward, and then it kind of broke itself. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.